My name is Sara Pratt, and I live in West Des Moines, originally from Toledo, Iowa, and I'm the Iowa State Fair butter cow lady. Well, when I get to the fairgrounds, it's pretty quiet around here, a few people working. Just come in, and at the first few days, it's slow going. You have to get just a little bit of butter on at a time. Make sure it stays rough, because each layer you put on has to adhere to the layer below it. The first layer is the most important, so when I came in this morning, I had to check to make sure the temperature in the cooler was still 42 degrees, and that the first layer I put on yesterday was firm and wasn't going to fall off. If that's not the case, then when you add more layers on, they tend to pull away from the frame and fall off. So it's slow going these first few days, but it's really important to make sure you have that good base. The butter cow frame is made out of 2x4s, steel, hardware cloth, wire, just a little bit of everything. The breed is a Jersey cow this year, and I've done a Jersey before, but I just lowered the head just a little bit, just to see if it might look just a little bit more like you might see a cow in the pasture. A lot of my training came from Duffy, and I worked under her for 15 years. The trick is you cannot find the perfect cow. One might have the perfect udder, one might have the perfect head, so you're trying to put together different pieces. The most common question I get is, how much butter do you use and what do you do with the butter? I have 1,000 pounds of butter with me today in this cooler and outside, and I will use nearly all of it by the time I'm done. There's about 600 pounds of butter on the cow each year, and at the end we scrape it off and put it back in these 5-gallon buckets and we recycle it. Salted and low moisture. We've used unsalted in the past at times, but the salted seems to act as a preservative a bit. At different times we thought maybe the salt attracted the moisture, so we've kind of gone back and forth on that. But this is all salted butter. Right now, as I'm getting this layer on, then I scratch it up a little bit. When the next layer gets added, then it adheres better. Duffy had a list of things that she wanted to do someday. So finally this year I made my own list, and Dr. Seuss was one of the things on the list, and it was also one of the things that the fair was thinking about and had been looking at. Some different things are a car and a tree, the fox in the box hanging from a tree, green eggs and ham, Sam I Am, and the character trying not to eat the green eggs and ham. It's really fun to come in the first day of the fair, and having worked for 3 weeks in here and it's quiet and there's workers out there but not necessarily an audience. It's really amazing to see the crowds and the lines that line up really early, as soon as the building opens on that first day. Yeah, it's very intimidating and it's exciting, and it's really an honor to be carrying on this tradition.